Good Friday morning. Yes, today is first alert weather day as there's the potential for fires to start and spread quickly. We'll get to that in a second, but first I wanted to talk about the fires already on the map. Now we're going to hand wave the Red Bridge fire burning in Cle Elum as evacuations for that one have been lifted. It's 90% contained. So we'll start off by talking about that said the Hatch Grade fire, but it's been renamed to the Van Sickle Canyon fire in southwestern Walla Walla County. Acreage is 1,900, 0% containment, but thankfully the evacuations were lifted with this one. Now we take you over into Benton County. The Weber Canyon fire, 390 acres. It's burning near Badger, technically the 5200 block of 506 PR Southeast in Benton City. That's the address. We'll continue to keep tabs on that one. Don't have much information on containment. And there's the risk for more fires to start and spread quickly for today, especially in the Kittitas Valley. Strong wind gusts, dry air, dry vegetation. We'll have a similar setup as we head into Monday. Now for this morning, already a bit breezy in the Kittitas Valley and the lower Columbia Basin. These wind gusts are going to ramp up later in the day. Temperatures 50s and 60s for lower elevations, 30s, 40s, and 50s up in the mountains. We will have a little bit of haze today in portions of Morrow, Umatilla, and Walla Walla counties. Bottom line for the forecast, dangerous fire weather, the haze, maybe some shower chances next week. I'll tell you about all of it coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, we are tracking a number of those fires that Josh just mentioned and a few more. A large vegetation fire still active this morning. We have all the details.
And with the rising temperatures and strong winds, there is an uptick in wildfires, which is why the Bureau of Land Management is placing restrictions on many counties. We'll tell you which counties just ahead.
And West Richland has seen a dramatic increase in abandoned dogs, how the city plans to curb the influx and what they say is behind it. These headlines and more on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Friday,
the 13th.
June 13th, Friday the 13th.
You said you're not superstitious?
No, not really.
I know on Friday the 13th you used to be able to get free tattoos. I don't know if that's still a thing.
Oh,
so
get your free tattoos and head
and
to
then
Chipotle?
go to Chipotle because they're giving out free food for if you have tattoos. But you can use temporary ones, so that's good news.
I'm just glad it's Friday.
Yeah, me too.
I don't care if it's the 13th, the 20th, like it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's Friday.
It's been a good weekend.
We're headed to the weekend, yeah. We do have a lot to get to this morning. We are tracking a number of fires.
And we start with one in Yakima County. The Van Sickle Canyon fire remains active this morning with nearly 2,000 acres burned so far.
Yeah, so the county activated its emergency coordination center just yesterday morning as crews continued to battle those flames. Strike teams were brought in to help. And while the fire still sits at 0% containment there in Walla Walla County, that level 1 evacuation notice has been lifted.
Residents are being asked to only call 911 for serious or life-threatening emergencies as resources remain stretched.
And in Benton City, fire crews battling a large vegetation fire there.
At this time, multiple units are on scene and a visible smoke column can be seen from several miles away. As of right now, the fire is estimated at 390 acres, and Incident Command has requested 2 additional wildland strike teams to help get it under control.
Yeah, this is a rapidly developing situation, as you can imagine. We are continuing to work to get more information from crews on scene, confirming if there's possibly any structures threatened. I can see the smoke from our area where we live. And it is burning in a pretty secluded area, just mostly vegetation.
And we'll, of course, keep you updated as more information becomes available.
Now following up on an apartment fire that we first brought to you as breaking news just yesterday right here on Good Morning Northwest. Now learning some more details on what may have sparked that blaze. It also led to the loss of a number of homes, and as we told you, people were having to jump out of the second-story windows and balconies trying to get away from that fire. It all sparked yesterday morning in Kennewick. Crews were dispatched to the 10,000 block of North Cleveland Street. Firefighters say that blaze started around 4:30 yesterday morning. Crews got there within about 5 minutes of the call, and when they got there, flames had fully engulfed that apartment complex, leaving people living there kind of stuck, having to find a way out fast.
We had a total of 6 or 7 people that were in those units at the time of the fire. 2 that were on the ground floor that were able to escape through their front door. 2 that were in one of the upstairs apartment units that were able to lower themselves down to the ground using a rope. And then 2 more that were in an additional upstairs unit that had to jump.
Pretty dramatic scene. Luckily, everyone made it out safely with just some minor injuries. Chief Michael says the complex, though, looks to be a total loss. Crews are working with the Red Cross to help the people living there find another place to go. And crews did remain on scene for several hours. They're now trying to determine exactly what sparked the fire. Some people living there have come forward saying that they didn't hear smoke alarms at the time.
And we're also learning more on a house fire in Richland, one of 3 fires that broke out around the same time in the Tri-Cities area. Now this morning, a family is mourning the devastating loss of their home. The fire broke out at the 1100 block of Adair Drive and Crannockwood Court at 2 in the morning. Firefighters raced to the scene, and while everyone was able to get out safely, they are missing some of their pets. Crews from Kennewick, Pasco, Richland, and Benton County all responded to the scene, and a ladder truck was used to try and attack the fire from above. While no one was hurt, the house is a total loss. Officials say it'll take some time to investigate and find out exactly what caused that fire.
Also this morning, getting some new details on that 3rd major fire that broke out yesterday early morning, this one in Franklin County. Crews remained on scene there monitoring a hay fire that broke out just after midnight. Fire officials just allowed that hay to burn while making sure that it didn't spread to any nearby vegetation or catch other bales on fire. But they say the smoke will continue to rise from that pile over the next few days, so they're keeping a close eye on it still. And with these higher temperatures, stronger winds, and more fires popping up each day, the Bureau of Land Management is issuing fire restrictions across several counties going into effect today. They say a staggering 85% of wildfires are human caused. So to reduce that risk, these rules taking effect today include smoking, which is banned while traveling unless you're in a vehicle, on an improved road, or on the water, or at a designated location. Campfires, charcoal, and stove fires are all off limits with some exceptions, along with fireworks, motorized vehicles on developed roads. And these restrictions are going to cover Franklin, Grant, Kittitas, Yakima, and right here in Benton County. If you have questions or you need clarity to try to understand what these restrictions really mean and how they could impact you, contact your local Bureau of Land Management office for guidance. All right, continuing our coverage on animal abandonment. It's a growing problem around the region right now.
And this is especially true for people with dogs. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert shows us how West Richland has been trying to tackle this issue head on.
The West Richland Police say their Animal Control Division has seen nearly 10 reported cases of dog abandonment in the last 2 years. And that number doesn't include the many cases that likely go unreported across the Tri-Cities. Authorities say departments across the region are in crisis mode with how frequently abandonment is happening, especially in recent years.
Last 4 years, 5 years, it's really, the dumping has been exploding in the Tri-Cities area. It's hit West Richland the past couple years where we have people that are abandoning them out here from their vehicles. We had one case where a dog was dumped out off of Rupert Road, and we weren't able to get that dog for 4 months, and we had to trap him.
Despite these challenges, Adamson says the West Richland community continues to step up, helping to report abandonments and track down those responsible.
We have an amazing community in West Richland where they report it. You know, they get the plates. We had a kid even describe the car and what the car looked like that dumped out a dog. We weren't able, and that was last December.
Adamson says abandoning a pet is not just illegal, it's one of the most irresponsible things a person can do.
Not only is abandonment irresponsible, it's neglectful to the dog. I mean, they've known their family, whoever dumped them, and then you throw them out into the world, they're confused, scared.
In an effort to prevent future cases, Adamson has been working directly with local businesses to raise awareness.
I have had a few businesses that hang my signs up in their windows to kind of spread education on it. I've written a lot of Facebook posts in Spanish and English, kind of describing the situation and the crisis, and that it is against the law to abandon your dog.
But above all, she says it's most important for people to remember that dogs aren't equipped to survive on their own, and it's up to their owners to do the right thing. The
dog is out left to fend for itself. These are not wild animals. You know, they're not a cougar that's running off and, you know, taking care of themselves. These are domestic animals under Washington state law, and they need to have somebody taking care of them. And so that includes the previous owner needs to be responsible, and if you have to rehome your dog, you have to do it the right way. That's the right way to do it.
The West Richland Police Department says their message is simple. be responsible, and take care of your animals. In Richland, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
So under Washington state law, abandoning a dog is considered animal cruelty. It's a gross misdemeanor. It could lead to jail time. And, you know, like Albert said there at the end, just take care of your dog, be responsible. And if you can't, be responsible about rehoming it.
Really think about what you're signing up for when you get one.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest.
Coming up, tensions boiling over as Israel launches strikes against Iran, and we have a full breakdown on the growing threats between the two countries. All the details are coming up.
And giving you, a beautiful live look outside this morning on this Friday morning. This is from our Legends Casino and Hotel Sky Camera at Richland's Columbia Point, overlooking the mighty Columbia.
Just taste the weekend looking.
Oh, I know, right?
We're
fresh.
Almost there.
Almost there. And just how warm is it going to be? Well, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth is going to break that down in your forecast after the break.
Riding a motorcycle is a great way to travel, but if someone turns in front of you, you're in the danger zone. If you've been hurt in an accident, call Alan Brecky Law Offices, 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
At US Cellular, we created an event to celebrate our customers, like Luana here, called Us Days.
Yeah, they give us special rewards and exclusive deals and everything. It almost feels like we're part of a cool club together.
Sure does.
Slide, connect, woo, 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 hug, shake.
Us Days just got bigger. All customers get a free phone with no trade-in.
For over 49 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today at our brand new location on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Lights, music, magic. At Giza Powerhouse Theater in Walla Walla, the stage comes alive with electrifying concerts, Broadway-style productions, side-splitting comedy, and unforgettable performances. This isn't just a theater, it's a destination for world-class entertainment in Eastern Washington. From the moment the curtain rises, you'll be swept into the extraordinary. Don't miss your chance to experience it all. Get your tickets now online. Giza Powerhouse Theater, where every show is a showstopper.
Riding a motorcycle is a great way to travel, but if someone turns in front of you, you're in the danger zone. If you've been hurt in an accident, call Alan Brecky Law Offices, 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by the Manthei Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yes, today is a first alert weather day. We will touch on some of the smoke impacts we could see from some of the existing fires coming up here in a second. But first, your CoCast for today for the Tri-Cities. Light jacket stuff for this morning. Then it's going to be t-shirt weather for the rest of the day up until the late evening. Could be some more light jacket stuff at that point. So for today, high is going to be in the 70s and 80s for lower elevations. That'll be pretty seasonal for June 13th. Lots of sunshine, but it could be hazy sunshine for portions of Morrow, Umatilla, and Walla Walla County. So let's go ahead and time that out with Futurecast wildfire smoke. And remember, the fires that we're tracking, well, the smoke that we're seeing in our region actually from fires that are burning a little bit outside of our viewing area in Klickitat, Wasco, Gillum, and Sherman County. So we put this into motion, and by the time we get into the afternoon, that's when this model at least is expecting the fires to start flaring up again. And with the winds coming out of the north and west, that'll put the smoke plume in portions of Morrow, Umatilla, and Walla Walla counties. Looks like it more so gets into Walla Walla County during the evening. Now here's the deal. We do the exact same thing for tomorrow as we start to get into the peak of daytime heating. Fires flaring up once again, that northwesterly push and winds into Morrow County, then Umatilla County, then Walla Walla County as we head into the evening. So not only are we tracking smoke from existing fires, but the threat for more fires to start and spread quickly today and Monday. I'll tell you where that's most likely coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Now, around the world this morning, explosions are being reported in Tehran, with Israel saying it's striking Iran's nuclear and military sites.
Yeah, the attacks hit dozens of locations across the country. Photos and videos show what appear to be apartment buildings damaged and on fire.
The attacks targeted Iran's main enrichment facility, also its nuclear scientists, and what Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called the heart of Iran's ballistic missiles program. The state media says its highest-ranking military officer, also the head of its elite Revolutionary Guards Corps, and a former national security chief were killed during the strikes, as well as 6 nuclear scientists. And airspace over Tehran has been shut down.
Israel also closed its airspace and declared a state of emergency in preparation of potential retaliation.
Back here in the States, President Trump convened a cabinet-level meeting Thursday evening to discuss the U.S. response. And sources say Trump and senior White House officials were expecting the strikes.
Yeah, Secretary of State Marco Rubio says there was no U.S. involvement or assistance. They were set to talk to Iran in regards to all of this on Sunday. Not sure if those conversations are still going to happen. Iranian state media right now reporting at least 78 people have been killed.
We'll keep you updated as more information comes in. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert full weather forecast. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Get employee pricing plus 1.9% and $4,500 bonus cash on a 2024 Ford F-150 STX. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Heart disease is the #1 killer of men. Good food choices like making fruits and vegetables half your dinner plate can help you stay well. More at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $4,500 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs. It's time to get away to the place that's not so far away, Lakeside Coeur d'Alene. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
John Hamm from your friends and neighbors, plus the Doobie Brothers, and sizzling summer dishes with Chef Michael Simon.
Gorgeous. Hey, Michael, it turns out you know what you're doing.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Are you ready to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Join Morgan Murphy's dynamic team at Apple Valley News Now, where innovation meets opportunity. At Apple Valley News Now, we're leading the charge in connected television and digital sales, helping local businesses thrive in today's growing and evolving market. If you're passionate about digital solutions and driving revenue growth, we want to hear from you. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings to begin your journey.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yep, it is another first alert weather day, this time in the Kittitas Valley. As we'll see that combination of strong winds, dry air, and dry vegetation, fires could start or spread quickly. So the wind gusts today, the peak time frame at 11 a.m. to 5 in the morning on Saturday, so a broad time frame. Keep in mind that it can be windy before and after this. This is just going to be the peak time frame. Peak gust around 50 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley, 35 miles per hour in the Morrow County foothills. Otherwise, today should be a nice and sunny day, but it's going to be hazy sunshine in Morrow, Umatilla, and Walla Walla counties. Also, we're going to have a little chance of some showers up in the Blues, but most of us do stay dry. High temperature is going to be in the 70s and 80s for lower elevations, 50s in the Cascades, 60s in the Blues. This is very normal for June 13th. Then for tonight, maybe a few more showers in the Blues, the Blue foothills of Walla Walla County, perhaps a sprinkle up in the Cascades, but other than that, going to stay dry. Skies mostly clear, although again, could be some haze in Morrow, Umatilla, and Walla Walla counties. And overnight low is going to be down in the 40s and 50s for lower elevations, 30s and 40s up in the Cascades and the Blues. We have another first alert weather day set for Monday. This time it's going to be because of the same combination of ingredients. It's going to be windy, the air is going to be dry, and the vegetation is going to be dry, so fires could start or spread quickly in the Kittitas Valley. Peak gust around 40 miles per hour on Monday in the Kittitas Valley, around 40 miles per hour in the Morrow County foothills. Rain chances are going to stay pretty limited over the next 7 days. Could have better rain chances up in the Cascades Tuesday through Thursday, maybe squeezing 1/10 of an inch of rainfall out of that, but otherwise pretty dry forecast. High temperatures staying seasonal over the next 7 days. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Highs in the mid to upper 80s with plenty of sunshine and dry weather persisting. In Yakima, low 80s for Friday and Saturday, a touch warmer Sunday through Monday, then back into the low 80s by next Wednesday and Thursday. In Ellensburg, the potential for fire starts today and once again on Monday due to the strong wind gust in the forecast. In Hermiston, a bit hazy over the next handful of days, but that hinges on containment efforts of fires burning to our west. In Walla Walla, the same thing as Hermiston. Looking hazy through Monday at least, but that's barring major changes to fire containment efforts closer to the gorge.
Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Get ready to see a lot more cowboy boots and spurs at the Grammys. New changes made by the Academy could make it easier for country artists to win the honor of a lifetime. That's all coming up in your entertainment news after the break. It's 6:22.
Welcome to Walker's Furniture's 45th anniversary sale, where we're celebrating by offering savings up to 45% off.
Or get no interest financing for up to 5 years.
This week at Walker's.
Got a birthday coming up, celebrating a big win, or just want to gather the crew for a pizza and a good time? For decades, Hubby's Pizza has been the go-to spot for family, friends, and fun. Reserve your table and bring the whole gang. Kids, family, teammates, whoever loves great pizza and good vibes. Dig into your favorite pizza, hit up the fresh salad bar, and let the kids have a blast in the arcade. And if the party's at your place, no problem. Hubby's now delivers through Grubhub and DoorDash. A community tradition, a place to celebrate. Acquire the Hubby's habit today.
It's the Click It RV Roll Into Summer sales event going on now at your local Click It RV store with huge manufacturer's discounts from Forest River, StarCraft, and more. Get $0 down, nothing, and no payments for 6 months, and get top dollar for your trade. And talk about giveaways. Win a StarCraft trailer or $30,000 in cash. You can beat the coming tariffs, but nobody beats a Click It RV deal. We guarantee it. So don't miss the Roll Into Summer sales event at your local Click It RV store. Spokane, Milton, Freewater, Moses Lake, and Union Gap.
Lights, music, magic. At Giza Powerhouse Theater in Walla Walla, the stage comes alive with electrifying concerts, Broadway-style productions, side-splitting comedy, and unforgettable performances. This isn't just a theater. It's a destination for world-class entertainment in Eastern Washington. From the moment the curtain rises, you'll be swept into the extraordinary. Don't miss your chance to experience it all. Get your tickets now online. Giza Powerhouse Theater, where every show is a showstopper.
Looking for a trusted professional to guide you through your real estate endeavors? Carrie Lundgren with River Realty is ready to guide you through the process. As a lifelong Tri-Cities resident with 35 years real estate experience, she has the knowledge, dedication, and enthusiasm to make your real estate dreams come true. Whether you are buying your first home, moving up or scaling back, or looking for an investment, she has got you covered. Call Carrie today at 509-948-0580 and start making your dreams a reality.
It's Walker's Furniture's 45th anniversary sale, where you can buy like friends and family with savings up to 45% off.
Or get no interest financing for up to 5 years.
It's a great time to save at Walkers.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
Welcome back, 624 in your entertainment headlines this morning. Some sad news out of Hollywood. A familiar face from MTV's golden era has passed away.
Ananda Lewis, a beloved VJ and talk show host, has died at the age of 52. Lewis helped shape a generation of music fans as a host on MTV Live during the 1990s. Her death was confirmed by her sister, who shared a tribute on Facebook.
She appeared along with 2 CNN reporters in an interview last October where she revealed her breast cancer had progressed to stage 4. She became a powerful voice for awareness, speaking candidly about her treatment.
In addition to her MTV fame, Lewis hosted the Ananda Lewis Show from 2001 to 2002, producing more than 250 episodes.
The golden era of MTV for sure.
Absolutely.
Also, changes are coming to music's biggest night in 2026. So yesterday, the Recording Academy announced the addition of 2 new Grammy categories. That's Best Traditional Country Album and Best Album Cover.
There are also some rule changes, including one that will expand eligibility for Best New Artist.
So nominations take place in November, and the 68th Annual Grammy Awards will be held on February 1st in LA.
Also, a major legal showdown is brewing between 2 Hollywood studios and an artificial intelligence company. On Wednesday, Disney and Universal sued AI photo generation company called Midjourney, alleging copyright violations.
The movie company said Midjourney trained its AI models on their intellectual property, claiming it generates images featuring their famous characters.
Disney and Universal said Midjourney has ignored requests to block users from generating images with their intellectual property, or to add tech that would prevent it. They're seeking up to $20 million in damages and an order that would stop Midjourney from generating the images in the future.
Well, this marks the first time major Hollywood studios have sued an AI company.
I'm sure there will be more of that. Disney does not mess around.
Don't mess with the mouse lawyers.
Don't mess with the mouse lawyers. Yeah. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, if you care about your health and you live in Ventnor, Franklin counties, you'll want to stay tuned. The Health District is giving residents the opportunity to give their feedback on what issues they think should be prioritized.
And if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, we've got all sorts of events to tell you about, but some that you can take your dog to. Details are coming up in your next half hour.
Never a Bother aims to connect families, friends, and allies to make sure young people in their life know that they are there for them and can reach out at any time.
Never a Bother.
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 Learn how at neverabother.org. Remember, you are never a bother.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Spring sale at Queensgate Gardens. 25% off annuals, baskets, and vegetable starts. Tacos and more on site. Queensgate Gardens, where adventure grows.
Get it clean you can see with the Maytag Pet Pro Top Load Washer.
Save $800 on this Maytag Top Load Washer Dryer Set on sale at Fred's.
The washer removes 5 times more pet hair with a Pet Pro filter. It also has a deep fill option to soak away your biggest messes.
Save $800 on this Maytag set today. On sale at Fred's.
Fred's is your go-to destination for the best value in laundry sets.
An accident can shatter your life. The award-winning team at Tamaki Law can put your life back together.
I'm attorney Brian Smith.
And I'm attorney Megan Hale.
Thank you for voting us Yakima's first choice for personal injury, civil law, and best overall law firm.
We are honored and grateful to be part of this amazing community.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
At Good Shepherd, we're your primary care providers from the time your baby is born to caring for loved ones in older age. We're with your family every step of the way, with specialty services like kidney and heart care, urology, orthopedics, and cancer treatment. We provide the care you deserve close to home. And when life takes an unexpected turn, our urgent care team is here for you 7 days a week, because your health can't wait. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Friday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Dalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
And it is Friday the 13th. How's your lucky streak going?
It's still going pretty good. Now, given that it is the 13th, that's maybe in question something there for today. We'll see how it pans out.
Are you superstitious?
You got it.
I actually am a very superstitious person, so I don't have any superstitions about Friday the 13th, but if the forecast goes bust, then maybe I need some superstitions. All right, yesterday went with forecast high of 88, verified 88, jackpots up to 1,125. So for today, forecast high of 84. If it verifies between 81 to 87, the jackpot, it's going to hit 1150. If that doesn't happen, the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to AppleValleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page, or you could scan the QR code that's on your screen. Okay, today is another first alert weather day, specifically for the Kittitas Valleys. We'll have that combination of strong wind gusts, dry air, and dry vegetation. Fires could start or spread quickly. It's going to be the same combination of ingredients on Monday in the same location in the Kittitas Valley. This time the wind's a little bit less strong compared to Friday, but still those ingredients will be there. Already a little bit breezy this morning in the valley and in the basin. These winds only going to ramp up as the day progresses, especially after 11 a.m. Right now, temperatures in the 50s and 60s for lower elevations, 30s and 40s in the Cascades, and it looks like we're mostly in the 40s in the Blue Mountains. Your hour-by-hour forecast for today for the Tri-Cities, lots of sunshine all throughout the day, a little mild for this morning, but mid-70s as soon as lunchtime, up into the 80s at the peak of daytime heating. It feels much better as opposed to what we were at the beginning of this week. We hit 103, 104. We're going to be 20 degrees cooler for today, so 70s and 80s for lower elevations, but a little bit hazy today in Morrow, Umatilla, and Walla Walla counties. To underscore that, I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Well, this morning we are continuing to monitor a number of fires that have popped up around our region and through central Washington,
including one of several that broke out early yesterday morning.
Yeah, Benton County Fire District 1 responding to a 15-acre wildfire that was called in just before 2 a.m. on East Game Farm Road. It took firefighters a couple hours to get that one contained, and they stayed on scene for a good part of the day just monitoring the hot spots.
And no injuries were reported, but several buildings were damaged or lost. Now, this is new details on a wildfire in West Richland continue to come in. It first broke out just after 8 p.m. in the 3900 block of Clark Court. According to BCFD4, several homes were immediately at risk of the fast-moving fire, and it prompted level 2 get-set evacuations. Around 11 p.m. last night, crews were able to stop the spread of the fire, and so far, no homes are known to be damaged or destroyed. 13 engines, 2 water tenders, 1 dozer, and 8 agencies all helped stop the fire. The cause is under investigation.
And now turning our attention to the Benton Franklin Health District,
where they're asking the community for its input with the goal of helping shape the future of local health services.
Yeah, their annual community assessment survey is now open. So now through June 30th, residents in Benton and Franklin counties are encouraged to take an anonymous survey. It asks about quality of life, access to essentials like housing, transportation, food, and even health care.
And the responses will help identify community needs and also influence how resources are prioritized across the region over the next few years.
That information from the community is really important for this survey because this survey is a big component to our community health assessment.
So that survey is available again from now until June 30th in both English and Spanish.
In a crime alert now, a new study is showing the Hyundai Elantra is now the most stolen car in at least 16 states. This includes Arizona, Colorado, Nevada, and also right here in Washington. The Ford F-150, Chevy Silverado, and the longtime leader, the Honda Civic, round out the top 4 most stolen cars across the U.S. So why the rise in Hyundai thefts? Well, experts believe back in 2023, the videos posted online showed how easy it was to hotwire certain Elantra and Sonata models by just using a USB cable. The trend gained so much traction that some insurance companies stopped covering those cars until drivers could install a new security feature that was issued through a recall. Talking local events now, from family fun to furry friends, there's a lot happening around the Tri-Cities this weekend.
Yes, whether you're looking to relax under the stars with a classic movie or celebrate Father's Day with your favorite pup, we've got you covered.
So let's take a look at what's going on in the community. Bueller, who better to kickstart the weekend than the original party animal himself, Ferris Bueller. On Saturday, you can slow it down with a blanket, a glass of wine, and a movie classic.
Yeah, Badger Mountain Powers Winery are hosting a summer outdoor movie night, and yep, they are showing Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's totally free, it's family friendly, open to everyone. All the fun starts at 7:30 tomorrow with the movie rolling at dusk.
So grab your chairs, your besties, and maybe skip school. Just kidding, there won't be any school. You can head out to the winery for a night that Ferris would absolutely be proud of.
That's right.
Also this Father's Day weekend, bring dad and your dog for some tail wagging fun at Paws on the Patio. It's a pet-friendly patio party featuring tasty appetizers, yappy hour, cocktails, and also treats for your 4-legged family members.
A little yappy hour. The first 25 pets get a free CG branded bandana, and Mikey's Chance Rescue will be on site hosting a heartwarming adoption event as well, so you might even find a new best friend.
Plus, don't miss the Dad Doggy Lookalike contest. That's at 1:30 p.m. with a possum gift basket for the winner. It's fun for the entire family, so just make sure the pets are friendly and on a leash.
I need pics.
Yeah. We should look over them next week.
100%. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up, checking out the wildest headlines this week, including a police pursuit as they chase, and I use that term loosely, a getaway excavator rolling down the street at a whopping 3 miles an hour.
Oh, and also a stowaway cat survives a 3-week voyage inside a shipping container.
And giving you that beautiful live look outside this morning from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth will have a look at your first alert forecast when we come back.
Hello there, watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Get employee pricing plus 1.9% and $4,500 bonus cash on a 2024 Ford F-150 STX. Only at your local Ford dealer.
It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs. It's time to get away to the place that's not so far away, Lakeside Coeur d'Alene. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks. Toyota has the best resale value of all brands according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV, we make camping fun.
Looking for a trusted professional to guide you through your real estate endeavors? Carrie Lundgren with River Realty is ready to guide you through the process. As a lifelong Tri-Cities resident with 35 years real estate experience, she has the knowledge, dedication, and enthusiasm to make your real estate dreams come true. Whether you are buying your first home, moving up or scaling back, or looking for an investment, she has got you covered. Call Carrie today at 509-948-0580 and start making your dreams a reality.
A flight over some amazing flowers.
Modeled after formal European-style gardens.
Summer Gardens on Fly the Northwest.
There's not much like it in the Northwest.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Warm months bring dangerous storms, many with lightning.
With advanced forecasting technology, trust the First Alert Weather Team to keep you ahead of the storm and help keep your family safe.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather, always on your side.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yes, today is a First Alert Weather Day because of the potential of fire starts, specifically in the mountain gaps of Kittitas County, as some of those peak gusts could be up around 45 miles per hour. In the Yakima Valley, much calmer winds, but still a little bit breezy, as they'll be out of the north and northwest between 15 to 25 miles per hour. The gusts mostly out of the south and west in the lower Columbia Basin between 20 to 30 miles per hour. And the high is going to be mostly in the mid-80s, could have some mid-70s down towards Boardman. Then for Morrow, Umatilla, and Walla Walla counties, forecast a little bit more interesting, especially given those northwesterly wind gusts. That would put a lot of the smoke from the fires burning to our west into these three counties. And so we'll see what that ends up doing to air quality. But high temperatures today, 70s and 80s for the foothills, 60s up in the mountains. Can't rule out a few sprinkles in the mountains too. Now let's talk about today's vegetation dryness forecast. Again, we're mostly concerned with the Kittitas Valley given the winds, but remember, with this graphic, 100% indicates the driest. It would be each microclimate's driest vegetation since the year 2000. So we're going to be in the 94th percentile today in the Cascades, specifically in the upper Yakima Basin, but an elevated level of dryness for lower elevations and the Blues. Then for Monday, with additional strong wind gusts, once again, mostly in the Kittitas Valley. Looks like the vegetation dryness is going to be in that elevated category once again. So, of course, we'll continue to watch for the potential of fires to start and spread quickly.
All right, 642, check it out. We've seen some wild police chases over the years, but this one's a little different.
That's right. A suspect in South Carolina led officers on an hour-long chase, moving at a whopping 3 miles per hour.
And bringing in the weekend vibes with some serious spa day energy, we check out a bear living its best life in a giant tub at the Oregon Zoo.
Let's check it out with Jeremy Roth in today's Take a Look at This.
Police in South Carolina were involved in a not exactly hot pursuit with a person behind the wheel of a large excavator leading a chase down North Charleston streets at a reported 3 miles an hour. Really? An excavator? You'd have a better shot at losing the fuzz in a parade float.
They're very slowly getting away.
North Charleston officers say they were responding to another call when they spotted the excavator lumbering down a state road under what police called suspicious circumstances. Officers attempted to stop the large vehicle, but the operator fled, leading an hour-plus-long low-speed chase with all the intensity of a funeral procession. Seriously, this thing makes driving Miss Daisy look like Bullet. The rolling and coasting roller coaster of action did eventually end, and a suspect was taken into custody. Speaking of slow rides and taking it easy, a stowaway cat is now doing just that after being found inside a shipping container that arrived in Minnesota after an apparent 3-week trip from China. WCCO reports the kitten was discovered when the container arrived in the St. Paul suburb of Oakdale.
It's incredible. I can only imagine 3 weeks in a container without food or water.
Officials say the kitten was dehydrated, but it has since been recovering at a local humane society, which already has a foster home lined up for the fearless feline, which doesn't yet have a name, but is currently being called Stowaway. Is the week over yet? Not quite, but feel free to take a cue from this bear at the Oregon Zoo, relaxing all rub-a-dub-dubby in a tubby fit for a chubby king. Everything good here, Cubby?
Yes, everything but the interruption. Away with you.
Okay, for take a look at this.
Is it wine o'clock yet?
I'm Jeremy Roth.
That's what we say when we get done with the show. Is it wine o'clock yet?
Right. I think that bear is my spirit animal. I think I found him.
That's going to be your vibe all weekend.
All weekend long. And it's going to be hot. Oh, goodness.
Yep.
So pool day. Yeah, Bear's got the right idea.
Right idea. All right. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We have your morning sprint. Everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning. And speaking of the weekend and the temperatures and monitoring fires, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth is going to be back after the break with your full first alert forecast as we make our way into the weekend. It's 6:45.
The Blue Compass RV All-American Summer Road Trip is on, with new RVs starting at just $97 a month, plus in-store only specials at our 100-plus locations coast to coast. Big country, big adventure, big savings, only at Blue Compass RV.
Spring sale at Queensgate Gardens. 25% off annuals, baskets, and vegetable starts. Tacos and more on site. Queensgate Gardens, where adventure grows.
At US Cellular, we created an event to celebrate our customers, like Luana here, called Us Days.
Yeah, they give us special rewards and exclusive deals and everything. It almost feels like we're part of a cool club together.
Sure does.
Slide, connect. Woo, woo, woo. Hug, shake.
Us Days just got bigger. All customers get a free phone with no trade-in.
The secret of every great chef is their knives and how well they sharpen them. Imagine a knife taking this much abuse and didn't need sharpening. Imagine no more. Introducing the incredible NutriBlade knives from Granite Stone. Coated with Granite Stone non-stick and made of stainless steel. One of the hardest substances on Earth for ultimate cutting-edge durability. Now everyone can chop, slice, and dice just like a pro.
Very comfortable, very sharp. I thought you had to be a professional chef to cut like this.
Yeah. Woo! This is really an incredible knife.
The Easy Grip rubberized handles deliver incredible control and accuracy. To chop salads in seconds, cut frozen solid meat with ease, and get razor-thin slices every time. The non-stick surface means food slides right off, and they're dishwasher safe. Plus, they'll stay razor sharp, guaranteed. Why pay hundreds? Today, you'll get this complete set of 6 NutriBlades for only $29.95. You'll get the powerful Santoku knife to chop large fruit and dice onions. The slicer for razor-thin veggies and deli meat. The serrated bread knife for slicing fresh, warm bread with ease. The ultralight chef knife with reduced surface area for less friction. This versatile utility blade is great in the kitchen and around your home. And the precision paring knife for peeling and garnishing. $29.95 is an amazing value, but order right now and we'll even ship them to you for free. So get your own NutriBlade knives from Granite Stone, the last knives you'll ever buy.
To order, call 1-800-524-6914 or go online to buynutriblade.com. That's 1-800-524-6914 or go to buynutriblade.com. Order now.
Register today. Register your team for $140. Ends midnight Tuesday, June 24th.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yep, today is a first alert weather day because of the potential fires to start or spread quickly in the Kittitas Valley. The air is going to be dry, the vegetation is going to be dry, and the wind gusts will be strong. They could peak around 50 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley, around 35 miles per hour in the Bluefoot Hills of Morrow County. That main time frame is going to be 11 a.m. this morning to 5 a.m. on Saturday. So a broad time frame. Keep in mind it can be breezy or windy outside of that time frame, but that is going to be the strongest of the strong wind gusts. Otherwise, if you can look past that, today is going to be a mostly nice day. Sunshine. It's going to be hazy sunshine in Morrow, Umatilla, and Walla Walla counties. We could have a few showers up in the Blues. High temperature is going to be normal for this time of the year, 70s and 80s for lower elevations, 50s in the Cascades, 60s up in the Blues. Then for tonight, possibly a few more showers in the Blue Mountains, maybe in the Bluefoot Hills of Walla Walla County, also maybe a sprinkle up in the Cascades. Otherwise, mostly clear skies, but could have some more hazy skies in Morrow, Umatilla, and Walla Walla counties. Overnight low is going to be down into the 40s and 50s for lower elevations, 30s and 40s up in the Cascades, and 30s and 40s in the Blues as well. All right, we're just going to run back the forecast for Friday. On Monday, as we'll have that similar combination of ingredients, strong wind gusts in the Kittitas Valley, dry air, dry vegetation. Fires once again could start or spread quickly. So for Monday, peak gust up around 40 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley, 40 miles per hour in the Bluefoot Hills of Morrow County. So that's just something we're going to watch, keep tabs on very closely. Unfortunately, not much rainfall in the forecast for the next 7 days. Models trending drier with that Tuesday storm system that we were kind of getting our hopes up on. But Tuesday through Thursday could maybe squeeze out 1/10 of an inch of rainfall in the Cascades. Hey, at least that's something, right? High temperatures staying pretty steady, pretty normal for this time of the year over the next 7 days. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Highs in the mid to upper 80s with plenty of sunshine and dry weather persisting. In Yakima, low 80s for Friday and Saturday, a touch warmer Sunday through Monday, then back into the low 80s by next Wednesday and Thursday. In Ellensburg, the potential for fire starts today and once again on Monday due to strong wind gust in the forecast. In Hermiston, a bit hazy over the next handful of days, but that hinges on containment efforts of fires burning to our west. Then in Walla Walla, the same deal as Hermiston, looking hazy through Monday at least, but that's barring major changes to fire containment efforts closer to the gorge. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, on alert for sharks.
In American Service SAP.
Okay, hang on just a second. I'm sorry, there's what?
A shark.
New body camera footage showing the moment officers arrived on the scene to treat 9-year-old Leah Lindell after she was bit by a shark while snorkeling in the waters off of Boca Grande, Florida on Wednesday. Her mother Nadia distraught while talking to police.
And I just started screaming. I started screaming to my husband to hurry up and get out because I had so many babies.
Right.
And I don't know who to grab.
Good Samaritans immediately jumping in to help, telling the officers what they saw.
Yeah. So he blinked, take him out of the water. It was like 4 or 5 kids, so we got to bring everybody out of the water.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have what you need to know to have a safe weekend at the beach. With your GMA First Look, I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
Dupixent helps people with asthma breathe better. So this is better. That too. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. Dupixent's not for sudden breathing problems. It helps prevent asthma attacks. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue or throat swelling, wheezing or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. When you can get more out of your lungs, you can do more with less asthma. And isn't that better? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma. Also approved as an add-on treatment for adults with COPD that is not well controlled and with a specific marker of inflammation.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 6:53. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national news.
Israel's attack on Iran has introduced some significant volatility into the oil market. At one point Thursday, prices in the U.S. soared 13% per barrel. That price has fallen for now, but still up 5%.
The spike is based on fears that a wider conflict in the Middle East could disrupt oil supplies.
And President Trump has scrapped a Biden-era order aimed at restoring native fish in the Pacific Northwest. The original 2023 agreement focused on declining fish in the Columbia Basin River and the impact of that on tribal communities. Well, Trump said he supports wildlife efforts but wants to stop what he calls radical environmentalism. Now, the top 5 local stories that you need to know this morning as you head out the door. We continue to track fires across the region, learning more about a devastating apartment fire in Kennewick. It left a lot of people without homes, and some of them even had to jump from second-story windows to escape the flames. Crews were called out just before 4:30 yesterday morning to the 10,000 block of North Cleveland Street Flames had already fully engulfed that apartment complex when crews got there. Although everyone was able to make it out safely, there were some minor injuries. The complex is considered a total loss, and fire officials are working with Red Cross to find homes for the people displaced, and they're continuing to investigate the cause. Some people living there said they didn't hear smoke alarms.
And just a few hours earlier, another fire tore through a home on Adair Drive in Richland. The family got out safely, but we're told some of their pets are still missing. Crews from all across the Tri-Cities responded. Officials say the home is a total loss.
And with the higher temps, the stronger winds, the Bureau of Land Management now issuing some new fire restrictions across several counties, including Walla Walla, Benton, and Yakima counties. Smoking outside of a vehicle or designated area, open flames, fireworks, and off-road driving are all restricted starting today.
And in West Richland, animal abandonment is on the rise, especially when it comes to dogs. Officials say leaving a dog behind isn't just cruel, it's also illegal. Under state law, it's a gross misdemeanor and can lead to jail time.
And if you're looking for a way to unwind this weekend, Ferris Bueller's Day Off is coming to the big screen under the stars. Badger Mountain Powers Winery is hosting a free outdoor movie night tomorrow. It starts at 7:30. Bring your blankets, grab a wine slushie, and enjoy a classic with the community.
Trending now, do you like ramen?
Yes.
Do you like pickles?
Yes.
Well, how about pickle flavored ramen?
I would give it a whirl.
I would
Okay.
too.
I would, well, yeah.
I would too. Yeah.
Good. Some say why? I say why not, right? So it's a thing. Instant ramen maker Cup of Noodles is releasing a new dill pickle version, hoping to capitalize on the pickle trend that's taken over social media.
The new product combines the flavors of the noodles with the tangy and sour taste of a pickle in a microwavable cup. Cup Noodles Dill Pickle goes on sale for a limited time starting June 21st at select Walmart and Albertsons stores, as well as online.
A market research firm says several factors are fueling the growing popularity of pickle-flavored food, with one being the flexibility of making the bold, tangy taste of a pickle either sweet or spicy in many different foods. I don't know, I'm not sold on it.
Not sold on it?
No. I like pickles by themselves.
Yeah.
Like, and in a sandwich, well, and in a sandwich too, but mostly sandwiches. But I don't know, ramen?
It probably just adds like a little tang or...
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I guess it wouldn't be that different.
Well, Josh and
The way
I'll
they
try it
were-
and we'll let you know.
Okay. Then I want to try it. I don't want to be left out.
But I'm the kind of
FOMO.
person like at a deli when they serve with like the whole slices.
Yeah.
Give me that if you're
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna
pickled.
eat it.
Yeah, I know. I love a pickle. All right, get us out the door. It's going to be another warm one.
Yes, it is going to be warm, it's going to be breezy, and it's going to be dry, and that is an uh-oh combination of ingredients. For this morning, already a little breezy or windy out there, but that is only going to ramp up after 11 a.m., especially in the Kittitas Valley. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s for lower elevations, 30s and 40s up in the mountains. Later today, 70s and 80s. Normal high temperatures for this time of the year. A little hazy in Moro, Umatilla, and Walla Walla counties. We'll watch the air quality very closely. Bottom line for the forecast, dangerous fire weather in the Kittitas Valley today and Monday. As for both days, we'll have that combination of strong winds, dry air, and dry vegetation. Looks like Friday is probably going to be the slightly more dangerous setup, but that's really splitting hairs.
I think the dry air is tickling my throat.
Me too.
Me too. Me three.
Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Yeah, Good Morning America is up next, and we'll be back tonight at 5 with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.